Good morning, comic book fans. Welcome back to Ka-Pow Comics. I'm your ever-loving host, Shorty, and it's New Comic Book Day tomorrow, which brings me straight away to something I need to tell all my regular customers. Next week, New Comic Book Day will, in fact, be the Wednesday, and it'll be the day we get our comic books. Basically, it's the May Bank Holiday, which they're due. Excuse me. Both of those weeks, we are going to be getting our delivery on the Wednesday for sale immediately. I'll do my best to get stuff sorted out quickly and hopefully get a video up, but we will be open and having people coming in. So who knows how that's going to play out? Let's just see how it goes, shall we? But for today, we have some cool stuff for you all. So let's make a start, shall we? First off, reserved for a customer, Star Wars The Bad Batch Elite Squad Trooper. Get that so you don't get the light reflected on the multiple layers of plastic packaging. Looks very, very cool. For the same customer, these all turned up at the same time after a bit of an issue with Diamond where like all of them were ordered, none of them arrived. Emailed them to find out what happened, and look, we have what was this? The Studio Series Bumblebee, looking kind of cool. Not my favorite Bumblebee, but you know, Dinobot, literally just a dinosaur. Hardly anything you can see about these ones because a tiny little window. But that's that one. I suppose, like, you know, the pictures on the side and stuff give you a better idea. But and finally, Air Razor. Again, just tiny little window there. So that's actually what it looks like. The Transformers stuff. We actually are getting more of these in just to kind of sit on the shelf. Not saying it's going to be a permanent fixture in store or anything, but it at least means we've got a few extra bits and pieces we won't usually get in. Also on order, but for a very different customer. The Judge Dredd 2000 AD Rebellion Miniatures War Game, the Grav Pod and Hover Van. We've got a few more of these things coming in for the same guy because he's a big, big fan of Judge Dredd, but those are the first two to arrive. Now, not reserved for any customer as far as I'm aware, Star Wars Vintage series from Kenner, The Child from The Mandalorian, which is an odd one because like these weren't there when the original packaging done like this existed, but I do like them. We've got a couple of them, and because it's always a character we get asked for, most people do tend to go for the Black Series ones of these, but Mr. Fett. I kind of like the fact that these are certainly not up to the quality of the Black Series, a little bit cheaper, but they have that kind of classic look without being as simple as the classic ones. They're kind of like a perfect, just little gifty thing to get somebody who likes Star Wars. Right, next things. I'm probably better taking this out of the package to show you, so bear with me a second. Right, it's a little bit tangled up, so let us detangle. There we go. Death Note wallet, which says on it, the human whose name is written on this note shall die, and wallet chain and everything. Because this is one of the deluxe fellas, it's going to cost you a little bit more than our regular wallets do, but it's not crazy amount. Well, kind of like the detailing on it. Cool little skull there and all. We've got a couple of those, if anyone is interested. But if you're looking at a little bit more simple wallet-wise, by the same company, Spider-Man, which I kind of like the simple nature of it. Like when it opens up, it will just be a, yeah, like that, one half that, the other. Yeah, it looks cool and bold, especially after the whole Spider's shadow thing. I really like that style of the logo. Next, on to some graphic novels and the like. Right, I have to try and find a way to do so I've got it all on the same count. Bear with me. First off, Plot Volume 2. One of my favourite horrors. Feels very much like a classic vintage creature feature horror, but very, very cool indeed with a nice modern take on it. Hellblazer Volume 2. This one we've had in before repeatedly, but we sold out until fairly recently, so we've downed it already. We ordered some in today, and the amount of people have had it waiting to come in on order means we've only got one spare. Another one we've finally got back in stock, Punisher Max Volume 2. I think that one is going to be claimed by somebody. A couple of Reckless books now from Ed Brubaker. We had this one in before, but I didn't realise we'd sold out of this one. I thought we had a few more of them, but we've got them back in stock now for a customer. And the latest one's coming this week. Perfect timing, really, two at the same time. One for that same guy and one for the shelf. And the rather nice, oversized Black Label Hellblazer Rise and Fall. Get that little, God, it's too much light in here. Very, very cool book. Certainly, you know, not the Hellblazer I wanted after the rather awesome thing that Suspiria did, but better than nothing. Okay, comic books now. It's not a huge week, but there's some stuff we've got some quantity of, so there's still plenty in for people to come and collect. First off, War World Rising. Is that War World? Yeah, Action Comics, issue 1030. This one, which I've ordered a couple extra because some people have added it on, which I wasn't expecting. The Amazing Spider-Man Curse of the Man Thing. There's apparently quite a few Curse of the Man Thing coming in. I think it's because it's his 50th anniversary. This one we were shy last week, got back in stock now. Avengers. In fact, it's worth pointing out that this week I honestly don't know if anything missing anything. Maybe when I go through my delivery, I'll realise I might be one short of something, but I'm actually doing pretty well. I had a lot of stuff from last week that was missing turned up. Batman Black and White, who's doing this one? Jamal Campbell. Oh, Kieran Gillen's doing one of these. Jorge Jimenez, Emmanuel Pacino, James McAlvey, probably going to be working Kieran Gillen. Amy Reed, James Stocco, Mariko Tamaki, Wade Van Grobagja, and Lee Weeks. That is actually a pretty decent set of creators on this one. If there's a spare, I might give myself a look at that. Batman Superman, the world's finest, together again for the first time. I mean, yeah, okay, just be confusing more, why don't you? Black Widow, which is carrying on doing just absolutely amazing covers for me. Really, really liking what they're doing with those. Betty Ray Bill, we've still got issue 1, a spare of issue 1 of this one, but we don't have any spares of issue 2, so if you want to grab it, you need to let me know as soon as you possibly can so we can get these extra put on back order. But I did quite enjoy issue 1. Next up, our biggest release of the week. 2 variant covers, one of which is going to be for me. Not sure who's getting the other one, but I had to order extra variants just to make sure. That is Berserker number 2 and the bog standard Grandpa cover, which looks very, very cool, actually. We do have a hidden variant. Can you notice the big yellow, big red stripe down there and the colours? There's one which is totally lacking colour, just plain black and white. I'm not sure if it's like 1 out of every 10 or something gets it, but the amount we got 1 of those. So I've put that on eBay. In fact, might as well, since I'm here, because, you know, I have the power, I can just do copy and paste and go boop, and that is the thing on eBay. So if anyone's interested in it, they can go and take a look. But if not, we've got the regulars. It's cool. Cable, though, for anyone who gets cable. This one's, I need to double check some stuff here because I honestly don't remember getting issue 1 of this in. I'm hoping there's not been a massive mistake. Critical Role Vox Machina Origin Series 3 issue 2. If anyone's got an issue 1 already, just let me know so I don't have to panic. Crossover, which is still getting like some press, is a crossover. I think with them introducing characters maybe they might not be able to or allowed to, but you know, why the hell not? And Cyberpunk, now you have my word, 2nd volume of the 2077 Cyberpunk stuff. I think we're actually getting one that was supposed to be a digital release only, which is coming out in collected format before too long, which I'll probably be getting. The only thing that's really like the last one, slightly different creative team, so I'm going to give issue 1 a go, but we'll wait and see on that one. Probably my big one that I've been looking forward to this week, though. Department of Truth, because it's been absolutely spectacular. The last 2 issues kind of their own cool little self-contained stories. Variant there for me, which looks awesome. I do like that. But even without, like, you know, the one-shots and stuff like that, it's still been one of my favorite comics at the moment. One that I'm so glad I put my name down for, The Wrath of Mr. Worth. Not sure what's going on there, but I like it. But yeah, Mariko Tamaki and Dan Mora with Jordi Belair on colours. Absolutely brilliant creative team there. Dragon Age Dark Fortress. Dune, House Atreides. Well, a few people like asking for this one. This late in, people asking if we can get on the beginning. I'll do my best for that kind of question, but honestly, almost lost comic books there. So I have to be more careful when I'm putting stuff on the counter. Fantastic Four. This cover, by the way, it's worth, like, what they've done with the actual characters looks really cool and fine detail of it. Then in the background, all the onomatopoeia, kaboo, wax, blam, 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 crack, plop, whatever that one is. I really, really like that cover. It's weird. I don't know why I really enjoy it, but I do. Right, let me shift these out of the way. Now let's try to put this in a position where that's not going to happen this time round, shall we? So well, yes, Firefly, the ongoing, not the Bold New Verse. That is actually a cover I'm not particularly a fan of. I can see what they're going for, like they're trying to show motion without actually doing movement lines or anything like that, by having it blurred slightly. But honestly, I just think it's unnecessary. We can kind of get from context that as a ship in motion. I think a case of trying a little bit too hard there. Freak Show Night, I think we had this one in not too long ago, but we were missing some, so I got it back in stock. I do love the artwork for that one. Haha, a back order for somebody. Basically, somebody added it on pretty late in the day. Harley, only 3 issues of Harley Quinn. This might be one we are missing 1 or 2 of. I am going to have to go and check that. But yes, Harley Quinn has been an awful lot of fun. I do like the new character design. Helen Greycastle next, Baraha, which I'm really looking forward to reading. Only one person's down for it. It's the kind of thing I'd expect to be coming out more like Boom or IDW. This is actually properly image top cow kind of stuff, but it's got a definite like D&D feel. I think there's like certain bits you're going to be able to get an actual D&D 5th edition stuff in there as well, which is cool. Zach Thompson's I Breathe the Body next. And just looking at that cover, I think it's safe to say the gross out body horror has continued much as it started. Next up, we have The Marvels, which is just to annoy me. It's another issue 1 with almost exact same ruddy title as a lot of the other stuff Marvel put out. Miles Morales Spider-Man The Clone Saga. This might actually be the last Miles Morales I'm getting. I've been thoroughly enjoying the writing, but the art has been all over the place, and it's got to the point where it's frustrating me. I'm going to open it up now and see what it's like. Looks okay, but no, when it started, it had like a much more of a lo-fi kind of style to it, and I really like everything looked a bit more realistic and down to earth. Now it just looks really over the top, like computer colors and all that, and it's just, I don't know, Miles Morales doesn't feel like he belongs in that world. Modern Frankenstein, issue 1 by Paul Cornell. We have one person who's been down for this from the start, and another person who requested a 110 variant cover. As you can see, we only have 2 copies of this because literally nobody else asked for it. I'm going to have to check if that person's only wanted the 110 or if they're going to want the regular. If they do, we have none left. If they don't, we have a spare. So let's see how that one goes. The trailer for the TV show has dropped recently. It looks awesome. MODOK. Moonshine, I think was one we were missing last week, but is now turned up. New Mutants, excellent looking cover there. Trying to see if I can see a name on it. CJW, I'm not entirely sure who that is, but looks very, very cool indeed. Nuclear Family, which I'm still getting, even the hardly anyone's picking up for us because I've been hearing really, really cool things about it. I might actually sit down and read all of it at some point because it looks great. Another one I've been really looking forward to, and not because Kieran McGillen and Dan Moore are on it, it's also because it's an amazing story. 18, 16. So yeah, this will be the last one of the current arc, and there might be a little bit of a break coming up. Dan Moore is doing his own thing at the moment. A couple of new ones from DC now. We have the first issue of Robin. The deadliest fighters in the world have met their match. Started in the back of either Batman or Detective, I can't remember which one it is, but Robin is going off and doing his own thing. Also brand new, Ruby crossovering with the Justice League, because people apparently have been really keen for that to happen. Literally the only thing I know about Ruby is the video that H-Bomb guy did, so chances are I'm not going to get like crazy excited about that one. Savage Avengers. I always thought this was just like a really limited idea, but we're up to issue 20, and Dugan's obviously having a ball doing it. Shadow Doctor, really liking the covers for these. One of my own personal favourites at the moment, what made it onto my best of the year list last year, Shadow Service. The first arc was a little bit like stronger. I think like issue one ever was brilliant, really got me into it. Issue 1 of the second arc, it kind of lost the humour a little bit, so I think it picks that up, and that's the variant for me. This one, it's Shinokage, or Kage, I'm not entirely sure how to pronounce that one. Issue 3, this was somebody who added issue 1 on the week it came in, which meant not only was it very hard to get hold of, but we're already past the final order cut for issue 2, so we'll have to wait until we can get those caught back up for him. Silk issue 2 next. I think maybe we might be one shy on this one, but I think that might be us not ordering it in time. Some people who read issue 1 and then told us they wanted issue 2, which obviously is past the final order cut off. So if we are missing one of those, it's not because of an error. I think that's actually just we didn't get enough notice. Issue 1 from Scout Comics. This does not look like it's it's not part of the whole one issue, then get the collection later on. It's just issue 1, Snatched. Serial killing about a barber, apparently, or something along those lines. This next one's a bit of an odd one. It is Something is Killing the Children, issue 1, the 8th printing, surprise variant. We've got these on eBay. We're not even asking much for them because we got sent these. I think it's just the amount is based on your like opening orders for Berserk, I think, and because Berserk was like major over order, these are not going to be a rare one. I mean, 6 of them. If you want one, get in contact. We might be able to sort you out. But if you're just watching this from a distance, Oh, I don't have the quick link to do it on eBay for it, but yeah, they're on there. If you search what we have on sale, it'll be on there. Spawn by Todd McFarlane. Spawn Universe stuff will be starting before too long. Get your orders in as soon as you can for those if you want to try that out. Stake number 2. Issue 1 was fun, but Scouts at the moment are doing like interesting things, brave things, but not necessarily things that I really am getting excited about. Star Wars: The Empire Strikes Back's 40th anniversary covers by Chris Prowse. Literally cover artwork, and then at the end, there is extra information at the back there. Odd one. We've ended up with 6 of these, I think, just to cover in case our regular Star Wars people want one. But honestly, it's not part of a comic book, so I don't know if we're going to sell them all. What is comic book though? Greg Pak's Darth Vader. Teen Titans Academy next. Gentleman who wanted this one didn't add it on until he got issue 1. Read it and then said, "Oh, yeah, I really like it, get it on." But by the time I put the order in for these ones, he hadn't got back to me, so I've got a cover of each. And he can let me know which one he wants, which means I will have a spare if anyone else picked up one and enjoyed it. Transformers: The Magic of Cybertron. I can't remember if this is My Little Pony Transformers or Transformers My Little Pony, but it's issue 1 of the next set. And who knows, if I run out of things to review, I might read that one. One that was missing from last week, Truth and Justice number 3. Very clearly John Constantine on the front there. It's an odd little series, that one. I ordered it for somebody because I thought it'd have a Superman tie of 2 moons. Potential for, already could be best of the year. John Walker, US Agent by Chris Priest. I like that Chris Priest is doing this one, if I'm completely honest. If anyone's been watching Falcon Winter Soldier, you'll know that, guys. Usagi Yojimbo, Wanderers Road, issue 6, the last one of that, I think. Second issue of Vampirella Purgatoria. These are targeted with a certain demographic in mind. Issue 2 of Witchblood by Volt. Thoroughly enjoyable little supernatural witch story. The whole bunch of humor in that one. I'm actually going to give that one a read regardless, because the first issue was very, very enjoyable. And X-Men Legends number 3 to finish off the day. So a whole bunch of stuff there. Like I said, not the biggest week in terms of comic books, but everything up to 2 minutes ago. Plenty of stuff there, especially if people who are long-time subscribers. Everything in there we've got like more than one of. And it's not issue 1, should we say? It's pretty much spoken for. Maybe 1 or 2 spares. And this is how we do things. The entire point is we order really far in advance to make sure that people can get what they want and don't miss out on things. It is the way it works for our store at least. Maybe not for everyone, but it really reduces how much stuff we run the risk of being left over with. And if you are wanting to set up a standing order with us, just click on that link, create your account, then sync it to our store, and it means we'll see what you've got coming in. We can order extras and we'll keep them to one side for you. Basically means you don't have to worry about missing out on things. There's been like a very good example of this recently, but having spoke to a couple of people, it turns out Fortnite did very little to promo what DC Comics were talking about, but not to a big degree. But the whole 0 point thing on Fortnite, we are still getting people asking. It came out like last Tuesday, and by last Friday, they announced the 3rd print of it. The demand was there, just nobody knew. Stuff like League of Comic Geeks, which should now start putting on things we're going to be ordering at the end of May. So that's July comic books will be up there, so people can have a flick through and see what's coming in. As of their order, it means you're definitely not going to miss out on things. That's it from me, though. I'll say next week we're going to be a day late. But other than that, everything should be as normal as it can be at the moment. So stay safe, look after yourself. Bye.